Now boys, I will discuss the difference between guttation and bleeding. Then I will tell you what is the difference between evaporation and transpiration. And then I will explain the difference between the guttation and transpiration. Okay, now one by one. First is bleeding. Bleeding, when the plant part get injured, then the cell sap comes out from the ruptured surface or the cut part of the plant, and that is assisted by the root pressure. Now look at the board. So bleeding, it's caused due to injury. When it is injury, then cell sap bleeds out from the ruptured part or the cut surface, and this root pressure assists the bleeding. Now the guttation or exudation. Guttation or exudation. Some plants like banana, nasturtium, strawberry, some ferns, these plants, their leaf margin or the tip of the veins are there inside the leaf, there are veins, tip of the veins exhibits some or exude, exude water in the form of water droplets. So water droplets comes out from the leaf margin or the tip of the vein of these plants, whichever I have said you, and that is due to huge hydrostatic pressure. Hydro means water. Due to huge hydrostatic pressure. Why this hydrostatic pressure is suddenly increases? Because it occurs, this guttation occurs during the humid condition, humid temperature. When the surrounding temperature is not so high, humid conditions prevails, but the root pressure is very high. Root is continuously absorbing the water, but so much of transpiration is not taking place. So the water comes out as in the form of water droplet only, not in the form of water vapor. So now look at the board. Guttation or exudation. Guttation is another name of guttation is exudation. Question can come from here. Write down the another name of guttation. So you have to write down exudation. Leaves of certain plants. Certain plants I have told you, nasturtium, strawberry, banana, fern. They exhibit some droplets of water. From where? From the leaf margin or the tip of the leaf veins. And this build up a high hydrostatic pressure, and that occurs during the humid condition. Now I will tell you. Evaporation. Evaporation is the loss of water in the form of water vapor, but from the surface of the water bodies. But the transpiration, it takes place, evaporation takes place from the aerial parts of the plant. So here water body, surface of the water body, here it is aerial parts of the plant. Next, number 2 point is control by. Control by, it is temperature and humidity, but in transpiration, external and internal factors are responsible for controlling. Here evaporation, it's a very fast process, but the transpiration is slow process. Next I will tell you the difference between guttation and transpiration. Guttation, the water is lost in the form of water droplet. Means water in the form of water, but here transpiration, water in the form of water vapor. Next is the water is lost through a special structure that is known as hydathode, or another name of hydathode is water stomata. But transpiration takes place from stomata, from lenticel or from cuticle. Because you have already learned that there are 3 types of transpiration: stomatal transpiration, cuticular transpiration and lenticular transpiration. Next is, it is regulated by, the guttation is cannot regulated by any means, but stomatal transpiration is regulated by the guard cells. Here it occurs, guttation occurs in the early morning or in the night during the humid condition, but transpiration takes place in the presence of sunlight during the dry season. Now I will discuss the factors which affect transpiration. There are 2 factors. One is external factor, second is internal factors. External factors, to see external factors, look at the board. External factors are intensity of sunlight, temperature, velocity of wind, humidity, carbon dioxide content, atmospheric pressure. Whereas the internal factors are water content of the leaves. Now one by one I will discuss. Intensity of sunlight. During the daytime, stomata are open for the absorption or for the diffusion of carbon dioxide from atmosphere for photosynthesis. At the same time, water in the form of water vapor transpires through this stomata. If the sunlight, the intensity of sunlight is much more, then the stomata will open broad and at the same time transpiration will be more. Next, temperature. If the temperature is high at out, then the transpiration will be more. If the outside temperature is less, then the transpiration will be less. Next is velocity of wind. If outside the wind is blowing or the wind is blowing or there is a high velocity of wind, then the transpiration will be more. If the outside wind is not blowing, then the transpiration will be less. Then the humidity. If outside humidity, the condition is humid, then it affects the transpiration. Then the transpiration will be less. Carbon dioxide content. If outside the carbon dioxide content is much more, then the transpiration will be less. Next, atmospheric pressure. Transpiration increases with the reduction of the atmospheric pressure. So if atmospheric pressure is more, then the transpiration will be less. So these three factors are inversely affecting transpiration. This one, internal factor, water content. Water content in the leaf. Root is absorbing the water, and if water is not available properly in the root, not absorbing, or if the water content is not there, then the plant leaves will wilt, and so the stomata will not open. Stomata will remain closed due to the absence of the water content or absence of water or the less amount of water. So the internal factor. Next, the adaptations. Now what are the changes plant do to reduce the excessive transpiration? If there is excessive transpiration is taking place, then to reduce that transpiration, what are the adaptation, what are the changes plant has adapted? This I have written. One is sunken stomata, means stomata is sunken or much more present inside the leaf, and not only that, it is covered by the hairs. We can see the sunken stomata in Nerium. Next is the fewer stomata. Some plants, the number of stomata are reduced. Next is narrower leaves. In some plant like Nerium, the leaves become very narrow. Why? Why? To reduce the transpiration. Next is the exposed surface of the leaf. Plant leaf has become rolled or wavy. For what reason? To reduce the surface area. Next is the loss of leaves. In some cacti you can see that leaves are modified into spines, so reduction of the leaves in cacti. Thick cuticle. In case of banyan tree, you can see that the thick cuticle is present. For what reason? For the reduction of the excessive water loss by the transpiration. This is the sunken stomata diagram I have drawn. See, this is the stomata, much more inside. This is the cuticle. Below cuticle, this is the epidermis, and below lower epidermis, very inside the stomata is there for transpiration and for allowing the carbon dioxide. This is the stomatal opening, and the hairs, not only it is present inside sunken, but also it is covered by the root hairs. I have drawn with the black color pen. These are the root hairs, and below it there is the lower epidermis, and this is the cuticle. So this is the sunken stomata, and these all 1 to 6 are the adaptation in the plant. For what reason? For the reduction of the transpiration.